So how's it going, Saints fans? Welcome back, a long overdue welcome back to Talk Saints. This is my preview of Southampton versus Vitesse, our first ever Europa League game. It's been a while, 13 years I think since our last European game, and we're finally back at St Mary's, the first leg this Thursday, and then I think a week and a half or so until the Premier League starts again. So it's been a fairly short summer, it seems like. Which is good because I think it's going to help us with momentum. I think we're going to carry on from where we left off last season, hopefully. If our new signings bed themselves in well, like they did last season, who knows what we could achieve next season. Top 6, I think, should be the aim. Some people may say, well, let's just maintain the position we're at because we're in Europe. No, let's go top 6. Why can't we? I know of Vitesse or Vitesse. I think I've heard people say Vitesse. I'm going to go with that. Although I want to say it Vitesse because it's got an E on the end. But I've heard people say Vitesse, so let's go with it. Don't know too much about them. I know they're Dutch, obviously. They have just sold their best player to Feyenoord, however. And apparently, by the sounds of it, 8 players were denied entry into the UK. And I think from what I've heard, they were denied a visa and had to go to Paris to get it, and then come across again. It's not the best preparations for them. In my opinion, I think we'll win comfortably if we can beat. I know it was only a pre-season friendly, but if we can beat Groningen 3-0, and if we can beat especially Feyenoord 3-0, we can beat Vitesse, in my opinion. And I think after that it's one playoff round, and then we've got the group stage itself. The thing I'm slightly worried about with this playoff thing draw is I don't know if it's going to work as the same as the third round. Obviously, where the big teams, including ourselves, are seeded, so we know sort of who we're going to be playing. If not, I'm slightly apprehensive of getting the likes of Marseille and Borussia Dortmund. You want to be able to get through these rounds, and you want to be able to get to the group stage. I think that should be the main objective, obviously. And once we get in the group stage, let's just see what happens, really. It's the first time in Europe for a while, so let's just see what happens, really. In terms of the team, I expect Stecklenburg to be in goal. He's played really well in pre-season. New loan signing, from Fulham. He's been good, but very solid in the pre-season games I've seen. And actually also, so is Gazaniga. He's really turned a corner all of a sudden. He's been very good in pre-season. Cedric Suarez at right back, who has been, I think, the best signing so far. People will look at him as a replacement for Klein, but for me, he's turned into an upgrade. He, I think, is much better attacking than Klein. Haven't seen much of him defensively so far, but no doubt he'll do well there. And obviously another signing in that position is Cuco Martina. Right back by trade, I think, but can play centre half and has played so far for us on left back for a bit. He's looked okay. Some people have slated him, but he's looked okay. He's bedded himself in slowly. Centre backs, obviously, Fonte and Yoshida. Although today the Daily Mail have posted that we're after Stephen Corker on loan from QPR and £10 million bid for Virgil van Dijk. Very good signings if that happens. Van Dijk is an able replacement for Alvaro. Very comfortable on the ball, the way we like to play football, and someone who's played in Europe fairly often. So that'd be a good signing. Stephen Corker. Rumours that we were after him last season and didn't get him and went to QPR instead. I would happily take him on loan, I think. He's another player that would fit our system very well. I've seen a picture of him apparently in a street in London. As to why he was there, I don't know. I think it was in London anyway. It didn't look like Southampton. So apparently Classy had his medical in London. So who knows, maybe he was having a medical there. By the way, those two signings are going to be good. Left back Matt Target, I think, to start. Unfortunately, as we know, Ryan Bertrand's got an injury, but he has posted recently that he's going to be back sooner than expected. So I think our third game of the season, which is against, I think it's Watford. I think is our third game, or Norwich. One of the two. I know it's one of those two. I think it's two of the new one of those two newly promoted teams, because we've got Newcastle, Everton, and then either Norwich or Watford. Matt Targett start at left back. He's really impressed me as well in pre-season. Been very good. He was good last season, but I think he's really taken a step up. In front of the back four, Victor Wanyama and Jordi Klaasie. Klaasie's looked very classy. Sorry, I had to. I couldn't not say it. Very able replacement for Morgan Scheidlin. Sad to see him go, but we sort of knew it was going to happen, and all the best to him. Frankly, him and Ricky are going to be the only two players that have left in the last 2 seasons that I give my best wishes to, frankly, because they've given us a great service to this club and left us respectively. Or respectful. Yeah. Going forward, for me, once again, I'm going to say it, Tadic in the hole. And then Mane and J-Rod out wide. The reception J-Rod will get will be electric. I sort of want him to start on the bench. Just so you can get the reception of coming on, and if that's the case, I would presume that Juanmi would play behind Pella up top with Tadic out wide. Juanmi's been another player that's looked really good. He has looked, for me, he's looked like Adam Lallana. I compare him to that because whenever Adam used to play for us, he always used to look to pick up the ball in midfield, turn his man, and run at the defence. And that is what Juanmi has done so far for us this season. Whenever he has got the ball, he's looked to run forward, and that's what I want from a player in that sort of position, just off the striker. He's looked very good. We've got a bargain for ourselves there. But yeah, personally, I'd like Tadic in the hole behind Pella, and then Mane and Rodriguez out wide. That team, if you put another centre back in, like Van Dijk or Kolka, and you put Ryan Bertrand at left back, for me, that is a top 6 side. For me, that's why I think we should be challenging for it. So, if I was going to do a score prediction, I would say if we've beaten Feyenoord and Groningen 3-0, then surely we should be able to beat Vitesse 3-0. But I'm going to go conservative and go 2-0. We've had the defensive rigidity in the pre-season that we have done from last season. On our Dutch trip, we played 3, won 3, scored 16 and conceded none. So I think defensively we were as strong as we were last season. So should be a win. And then focus on the start of the Premier League. I think we've got 1 or 2 more pre-season friendlies after this Europa League game. I think one's against Espanyol. So yeah, that's my preview of Southampton versus Vitesse. Thanks very much for watching. Be sure to follow Talk Saints on Twitter. The link will be in the description down below for giveaway, Saints news, and rumours and gossip as well. My Twitter will also be in the description down below if you want my views on things. I wouldn't say I'm generally outspoken, but I may have an opinion that differs from you. So please check out my Twitter if you want to give me a follow. That'd be great. If you're new around here, if you're a Saints fan or just a general football fan, please do click that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed the video, please do feel free to leave it a like rating down below. But until the next video, we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.